Aka-san, you have failed this reaction.
Aka-san's honest reactions. Aka-san, a couple of disclaimers. Yes, my head is all red, my neck is red, I'm in the middle of getting ready for Halloween parties and such, and I just dyed my hair, going to the YouTube studio tonight. Good things, but I know, I have my totem somewhere around here. There we go. Okay, so we're ready to react. The other thing is, I really shouldn't be doing this reaction right now, I know, like I said, with Arrow, I wasn't really going to be doing reactions until the mid-season finale again, or until this show actually decided to start picking up and go back into a direction that I might like, or just a direction that's interesting for me enough to react to. It's still a good show, let me make that very clear. I like Arrow, I'm enjoying the show, I'm watching it, I'm at least giving it time, unlike Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I had to drop, not because I don't like the show, but it's just because I don't have time, and I definitely don't have time to, I don't even have time to watch it, let alone have time to really review it and react to it. There's another show I have to, Supergirl, I watched it, I haven't even sent that reaction out yet, but it's not out there yet. I don't have time, like I don't have time to fucking edit it, but Arrow is I know it's important for some of you, and I just wanted to do reviews, but for some reason this particular episode you guys are saying this is the one to do a full reaction. Anyways, let's go ahead, and I wanted to get that disclaimer out of the way here. I will give this one a shot for a full reaction, but like I'm saying, don't bitch if it's not interesting to me. It may not be interesting to me, may be interesting to you for full reaction, but yeah, you know, J-Roar's having the same problem. Why do you think his are so short? Not just copyright, it's just not a lot to give out. Anyways, disclaimer over. Let's get into it. Arrow. Where the fuck is Arrow? It's a nice suit, though. Hey, is that the same room they used for that promo?
Blood also needed his own layer.
The villain's promo? Damn, Felicity's titties look pretty good today. Oh shit. Okay guys, so there you go. That was the latest episode of Arrow Season 4, Episode 4. It was actually, it is, you guys are right, it is getting better. It's getting more intense. They cut out, like one of the members of the Red Dread Nation was telling me they're kind of getting a lot of the excess of Season 3 out of there, keeping Elicity to a very, very bare minimum at this moment in time so far. Hopefully, as long as that's not like the main point of the plot is their relationship or whatever, then I think they'll be alright. They're focusing back on what matters the most, and that's the city. Drinking game for those of you that want to say every time they mention this city. I like the fact that they introduced the anti-vigilante task force. A few other things. The thing with Arrow too is that it gets kind of complicated because there's many forms, there's many shades of gray basically in this show, so it's kind of hard to keep up with everybody sort of whatever they're doing and such. I actually like that person that was running the anti-task force, and I was hoping that we were going to be able to see her again because it looked like a badass team actually. I hope they can do more with it. It kind of sucks that they're it was just kind of like a one-shot episode right now. Maybe we're going to see more in the future. Maybe they could join the Suicide Squad. Actually, no, that's not a good idea because that's not really what the Suicide Squad stands for. And we're probably not going to be seeing any more Suicide Squad from the TV stuff because of the movie. That's just the way WB works, pretty much, with the separate universes and all that other stuff. What else was I going to say? That was a pretty intense speech, some intense drama by Detective Lance and Oliver Queen. Good exchange all around. Overall, a pretty solid episode. So the question of the video is, here we go. Where's my bow? Alright guys, so as we've seen, Sarah Lance is kind of around, not fully there, had a bit of the Walker type of atmosphere going on, very reminiscent of what the governor had to deal with in The Walking Dead with his daughter. But the question, I guess, would be the obvious one. Where do you think Sarah Lance is? Where do you think Sarah Lance is? And where do you think she went off to? What's going on with her body, I guess, her brain? I'm thinking the brain isn't fully there, and I'm especially based upon what I've been reading off of with the Lazarus Pit and the current Batman storyline. Her brain probably just hasn't been fully repaired, actually. The rest of the body is kind of there, but the rest, it takes some time for that cerebrum to kind of get repaired, if ever, especially because she's been dead for quite some time. So it's very interesting. I did like that exchange between Damian and Detective Lance, Captain Lance. I thought that was actually pretty cool, the way they did that. I was gonna say we could have a bonus question in terms of like, do you think Arrow is getting better? But that's completely up to your interpretation and such. So there you go. That is my reaction. I hope I can get this edited. Maybe tonight as soon as possible. Like, I don't know. It's just Halloween parties this weekend's gonna be pretty wild. You can already see I'm doing it in between everything else. I gotta make some business cards for this YouTube party tonight, right now. So I will just check back with you guys. Like I said, I'm not doing reactions a lot for this show. I just can't. I can't do full-blown reactions, but I will continue to do reviews, mini reviews and such, just short-time reviews for every episode. I'm still watching it, still enjoying it, but I just don't have that time and schedule unless it's a really, really good and entertaining episode. If you remember, and for those of you that only have come along recently, for those of you that have been around for a while, if you remember, I actually wasn't doing every episode of Arrow. I only did a few episodes, then the mid-season finale, and then a little bit after that. And actually, when I started doing weekly Arrow reactions is when it started to go downhill, and after the mid-season finale, The Return, when Oliver started coming back, and it just became the Olicity story. So, very interesting. Alright guys, I'm out.
Can I say something strange?
This season sucked.
I'm happy.